It's Pokemon FireRed, and I'm very excited to get into another game of this. Let's see, it is February 27th, making it the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, and what better way to celebrate than going through a new playthrough of Pokemon FireRed, the Game Boy Advance remake of Gen 1. And I'm very thrilled about this. I have not been engrossed in a Pokemon game probably since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so I'm really kind of looking forward to going back to Pokemon's roots and having a good time with this one. The various buttons will be explained in the order of their importance, and in case you haven't realized, this is the Switch, the Switch 2 launch of this title. The control pad moves the main character, also used to choose various data headings. I think we all know how to play Pokemon. This is a little... Get out of here. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times, you'll be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Press the A button and let your adventure begin! Should I do the Professor Oak voice?
Well, hello there. Good to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
I don't know if I can really do it, but I can try.
My name is Oak.
People affectionately refer to me as the Professor of Pokemon, or rather, the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide, but... well, I can't read it very well. Is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little bit about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? I am certainly a man. Let's begin with your name. What is it? Let's see, I'm gonna use my real name. The question is, should I go uppercase or lowercase? Well, I'll go lowercase. I could just, for the sake of the game, actually name myself Red. But I'm gonna go with my actual name. It's like I'm playing Legend of Zelda. And if I ever do play a Legend of Zelda game, it's probably gonna be named Link when I do the name here. Right, so your name is Zach? That is correct. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. What was his name now? Can I name him whatever I want? My rival's name is going to be... I got a good idea for this. It's gonna be... Zach with a K. People always assume that my name is spelled with a K, and I don't understand that because the only Zachs with a K that I know of are in media. I've never met one in real life. That's right, I remember now. His name is Zach with a K. Zach! Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! As I turn to a 16-bit little guy. Well, here we are! I want to see the screen here.
Zach would look the PC.
What would you like to do? Well, there's nothing I can really do at the moment. There's no mail there. What would you like to do? Turn off. Got a little NES. Zach played with the NES. Okay, it's time to go. I wonder what game he was playing. Probably a bootleg Pokemon game. Right. All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Oh yes, Professor Oak next door was looking for you. Yes, that's one of the fun things about Pokemon. The parents just let their kids go off when they're 10. Although that is, that's just part of the Pokemon lore, so it's not something to really be that shocked by, I suppose. And now we'll make our way, well, first of all, we can explore many of these houses. And like you might expect, this version of this playthrough is not going to be going into in-depth of the game at any point, so I will not be putting up information or showing you the best routes or anything. That is not what this is. This is myself playing the game, and it's gonna be completely my own experience, and it's just gonna be, that's how it's gonna be. I've got the controller in my hand. You could watch if you like. I appreciate it if you watch, but although I'm just gonna be playing this regardless, and I thought it'd be fun to record. So that's it. What do you say? Technology is incredible. You could now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. Thanks for that. Is this the Pokemon lab? Maybe. What's up, guys? I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. These are the same people. Professor Oak may not look like much, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. Great. I'll get into some of my history with Pokemon as I keep playing, but for now I'm just going to talk to Zach with a K. What? It's only Zach H? Gramps isn't around. Great. Look at these Pokemon. Okay, let's go ahead and, is he in the field? No, I'm thinking about Pokemon Gen 3 is where you have to actually go out and find the professor. Is that right? Oh, look. What? The sign? Trainer tips. Press start to open the menu. I may feel like a dunce because I've never really played Gen 1. I've gone through Red a few times. I never finished it. I probably get to, I don't even, maybe Viridian City? Is that a thing? Viridian Forest? One of those things? And this was on the 3DS when that came on the eShop. I've never played the game on Game Boy. Although I do own a copy of Yellow. Oh, wait! It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your own protection. I know. Here, come with me. Let's follow Professor Oak. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Zach, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Zach. This is not gonna get confusing at all. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Zach. You could have one too. But let's let Zach choose first. That's such a funny paragraph. So this is what I was thinking about as I was preparing for myself going through the game. Squirtle is your choice. It's one worth raising. So, Zach, you've decided on the water Pokemon Squirtle? I want to look at the bios of the other ones. I see. Bulbasaur is your choice. It's very easy to raise. So, will you want to go with the grass Pokemon, Bulbasaur? And Charmander! Charmander is your choice. You should raise it patiently. No, so... This was the fun thing. I really like Charizard, and I would love to raise up the fire type, but at the same time, I've always been a water Pokemon. Well, okay, I have not been a water Pokemon. I've always had a preference for water type Pokemon, and I've usually always go with the water starter. So for the sake of that, I think I'm going to stick to my roots and go with Squirtle, which means we'll raise a Blastoise. This Pokemon is really quite energetic. Zach received the Squirtle from Professor Oak. Good thing Squirtle is just a Pokemon, and that sounds a little strange. Do you want to give a nickname to the Squirtle? No, I'm not going to give any nicknames to any of the Pokemon. I've never really been fond of that. I'll take this one, then. The other Zach received the Bulbasaur from Professor Oak. I might just call him the other Zach. Or Zach CK, I don't know. Something like that. If a wild Pokemon appears, your Pokemon can battle it. With it at your side, you should be able to reach the next town. Thank you, Professor Oak. Just like that, we'll walk away. Wait, Zach. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. So did he choose Bulbasaur? Interesting. I did not expect this. Rival Zack CK would like to battle. Rival Zack CK sent out Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur! Oh, for Pete's sake. So pushy as always. Zack, you've never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? A Pokemon battle is where when trainers pit their Pokemon against each other. I read that a little bit too soon. The trainer that makes the other trainer's Pokemon faint by lowering their HP to 0 wins. But rather than talking about it, you'll learn more from experience. Try battling and see for yourself. Let's fight. Okay, so Squirtle at this level's got Tackle and Tail Whip. I think we'll just go right for it with a Tackle. Maybe we'll be able to take it down right away. Inflicting damage on the foe is the key to any battle. We can't switch any other ones out, yes. No, we only got Squirtle. It's important to get to know your Pokemon thoroughly. This is a list of your Pokemon, Zack. Yes, I understand. I get this. Open this to check the skills and moves of your Pokemon. Oh, I can hold down B and it'll go faster. You always choose Pokemon here if you want to use an item on one. Great. I think we just gotta keep going. Let's try Tail Whip. Squirtle, use Tail Whip. Lower the defense, right? Yeah. Lowering the foe's stats will put you at an advantage. The stats. Oh, I used it again. Whoops. That's fine. He should have really low defense, that is. Does that mean that whenever I tackle, he'll die? Let's find out. Oh, he's got a higher speed than I do, apparently. Kill him in one hit. Oh no, we're almost there. Can you actually lose this? I'm sure you can, if I'm not careful. Nah, we're good. Foe Bulbasaur fainted. Good job, Squirtle. You got 67. Oh no. I'm not even gonna say it out loud. And you grew to level 6. Awesome. We just killed Zack. we didn't kill him. We defeated Zack with a K. From now on, I'm just gonna call him Zack with a K because it's gonna get a little confusing if I keep having interchangeable names for him. Or I could just call him Rival. That's fine. Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon! Zack got $80 for winning. Or 80 Poké Dollars? Do they have a name? I feel like such a noob. Excellent. If you win, you earn prize money, and your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. Zack, Gramps, smell ya later. There he goes. I think we're ready to go out ourselves. Let's do one more little check-in with Mom, and then we'll be on our way. This is our house, right? Mom. Goodbye, Mom. Just take a quick rest. Oh, good. You and your Pokemon are looking great. Take care now. Well, I guess as I head out here, I'll talk about my my brief experience with Pokemon. I did not play Pokemon as a child. It was not something I really got into until I was in high school, I suppose. So that was about 2015, 2016, maybe a little earlier than that. Wild Pidgey appeared. Go, Squirtle! Actually, it was probably earlier because this was 2012 when I had played Heart Gold for the first time. Doesn't Professor Oak give us some Pokeballs? Am I crazy? I feel like we should have gotten some. Oh, we don't have any. Okay. Because a thought just crossed my mind, and I said, well, I should probably try to catch some Pokemon as I'm out here, but I didn't think to do so. I might go back to Professor Oak and just make sure that he's not gonna give me some. Give me that Pokeball. Alright, back to the tall grass. It's Pallet Town. Professor Oak, do you have Pokeballs for me? Am I crazy? Raise Pokemon, young Pokemon by making it battle. It has to battle for it to grow. Okay, never mind. Is there a Pokemon Center in Pallet Town? Again, I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. So I played Heart Gold a lot as a kid. That was a nice gift given to me by a friend who got me into Pokemon at that point. And then I thoroughly enjoyed X and Y when that was a thing. Black and White was a little bit earlier than my time, sadly. Hi, I work at the Pokemart. It's part of a convenient chain selling all sorts of items. Please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. Obtain the potion. Sweet. And I was immediately drawn into Pokemon for its connections to Earthbound because I was an Earthbound kid when I was growing up, and I had realized how close, Creatures Incorporated, or rather, Ape turned into Creatures Incorporated that then went on to work on Pokemon. That's a famous historical story for you, I suppose. But so it's always been something that I feel close to, even though it's not. It's in the mother. What do you call that? The mother periphery, I suppose. But I'm sure it's the other way around for a lot of people. But that's a unique thing about myself, I suppose. And I have seen the entirety of the Indigo League anime. And I saw that when I was in I guess 8th grade or so. I learned Bubble. But yeah, to the last, I've played Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet. And when I say played, I mean I didn't even get very far. I probably got to the 3rd or 4th gym, but they just haven't really been hitting me, I suppose. It's not been something that I've been totally engrossed in. I was paying attention to what this guy said. It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Pallet Town quicker than that way. I think he's talking about the ledges. Great. But I do have a fondness for early Pokemon, and I'm hoping that Emerald will come out here on the Nintendo Switch. And that will be something fun to go through myself as well. Why can't I talk? I don't know. And that Pidgey will hit us. Great. I realize that this first episode is mainly just me talking about Pokemon and my history with Pokemon. But that is great. That's what I want this video to be. I want it to just be historical, kind of like a documentary almost. It's recording my experience. That's all that I really want this to be. Alright, let's go up here. Lots of Pidgeys.
Go, Squirtle!
You can try wrong button. I meant to try Bubble. No, and forgive me, I'm not very familiar with the types of Pokemon, so unless it's stated or it's obvious, I will probably just be inferring what I think the type is. That said, is Pidgey a air type? Is that a thing? And this is not going to be a... do I have any... I do have a potion. I might as well use it now. And this is not going to be a Nuzlocke game either, so I'm not going to... If Squirtle dies, I'm not out of Pokemon. This is not a hardcore Pokemon game. I feel like we should have had some Pokeballs given to us to go out here. Maybe I'll just farm here to level up. Because Squirtle's right on the cusp of it. Ratata! I'm thinking this will probably be enough to get him a level up. Oh yeah, Squirtle's level 7. I didn't even realize that. He must have started at level 5, is that right? There we go. Wow, Rattata fainted. Is this enough? There we go, level 8. We can now use PSI Rockin'. Just kidding, that's a different game. Okay. Should I go down there? No, that's just a shortcut. So when I said that I got to Viridian City on Game Boy, I might have been correct in that statement because it's right outside of Pallet Town. The battle moves of Pokemon are limited by their power points. To replenish PP, rest your tired Pokemon at a Pokemon Center. I thought that sign said gibberish. Now let's go up here. Well, here's the Pokemon Center. Let's go talk to Nurse Joy. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. Would you like me to heal your Pokemon? I don't know if Squirtle needs it, but I will for the sake of hearing the little jingle. Meow, 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 meow. Whoa. Greetings! This is the help system. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Cancel. I don't want this. I didn't know you could do that. I just pressed the button on accident. We hope to see you again. Thank you. What do these people have to say? There's a Pokemon Center in every town ahead. They charge no money, so don't be shy about healing Pokemon. Good tips. I wish that's how real life worked. Although this is about 20 years too late, so... or 30 years too late, I guess. You want to know about the two kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? Yeah. Oh, actually, Caterpie. Caterpie has no poison, but Weedle does. Watch that your Pokemon are stabbed by Weedle's poison sting. Great. Oh, it's like we were walking hand in hand. It's kind of weird, even though this game is... Well, the original game is 30-ish years old. I know it came out in Japan in 1996, so I guess by that standard, it's 30 years old. But it kind of feels like I'm playing it for the first time. So there's that weird feeling of it being like, well, this is not quite a new game, but it is to me. Hey, you came from Pallet Town. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it to him? Zach received Oak's parcel from the Pokemon Mart. Sweet. Okay. So I guess we're gonna deliver that to Professor Oak. I've got to buy some potions. You never know when your Pokemon will need quick healing. It's kind of fun reading those out as if you're a Pokemon character from the anime.
Oh my gosh, I love Pokemon. Challenge me in a Pokemon battle.
Let's go down here. Of course, yes, we will be running into Trainer Joey and Bug Catcher Joey and all that sort of thing. I had a childhood friend named Joey who used to refer to himself as Joey's... Oh, I can't say his last name, but... And I was about to, but I didn't, because I didn't feel comfortable doing that. Sorry, Joey. There's no way he's going to be watching this, but... Trainer Joey reminds me of him. Oh, Zach. How is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. I just started. What's that? You have something for me? Ah, it's the custom Pokeball. I had it on order. Thank you.
Gramps!
He's back.
I almost forgot. What did you call me for?
Oh, right. I have a request for you two. On the desk there is my invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Zach with a C. K. What did I say I was gonna call him? Zach with a K? Take these with you. I probably should have thought about that before I named him. Sweet. You can't get detailed data on Pokemon by just seeing them. You must catch them first to obtain collected data. So, here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. Nice, here's the Pokeballs. When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. This won't always work, however. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You have to be lucky. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world, that was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't get the job done. So, I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history.
All right, Gramps. Leave it to me. Zach, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Ha 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 ha. Don't bother coming around to my place after this.
Nah, screw you, I'm doing it anyway. No, I thought you were food, lol. Sorry, doing it anyway. So, is this the house then? And Pallet Town is small. Are you the sister? Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Gee, that's lazy of him. Here, this will help you. Hooray, we got the map. Thank you, Daisy. It's very kind of you, Daisy. Goodbye, Daisy.